Every great creative work stands on the shoulders of giants. Welcome to RetroInspection, where we examine and find out where the things we love today came from.
Am is an interesting intelligence, insofar as it is a torture device.
Yeah.
And the more I thought about this, I kept thinking, this is very much like Dante's Inferno.
Well, sure. Oh, sorry. I was agreeing with you. I thought you had more. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was not interrupting.
The only difference, well, I mean, among the myriad of differences in the story, is that you have 5 characters who are more or less very close, except there's one central character. You have obviously one central character in
the narrator
in Dante's Inferno. But these characters, they go through these levels of torture, and the main difference being that Dante gets to leave, as I recall, right? He gets to leave hell.
Yeah.
But our main character in Mouth never quite gets there.
Not that lucky.
Even though he is redemptive in a certain sense, because he gives freedom.
Do we want to blow this in?
Right. He gives freedom to the other characters. But, the ending, listen, there's no point to this story unless you, and especially the title, unless you read the entire thing.
Yeah. And is 57 years enough time to have left for spoilers?
Right.
Like if you haven't read it by now, like I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah, that's exactly right. My recommendation is that everyone should read this.
Sure.
Listen, if you're under 13, maybe not. Maybe wait till you're 13.
Yeah, I don't think anybody. I think this is definitely high school and above.
Right.
Yeah. And then if there are parents watching this who are like, hey, should I let my 7th grader read Harlan Ellison? Maybe shove that off for a few years.
Yeah, maybe let them discover it after, puberty or something. But it's definitely worth a read. Harlan is a very good talent, maybe one of the best in speculative fiction, science fiction. Listen, the way he can turn a phrase, the way he can describe these things, even after having read it many, many times and rereading it recently for this episode, his description put me there.
Sure.
So there's an action, there's a force about the way he describes things, about the way he puts you in these characters' skins, that look, it's easy now to see why he was such a good screenwriter, because he had that ability.
Like, subscribe, repost, share everywhere. To see what else we're up to, visit xynobooks.com, xenobooks.com.